Alrighty, you could hear me now, I think. So, hello and welcome to the business opportunity meeting of the PLATINCOIN Group AG, a short PLC. My name is Bea and I'm from Germany. A warm welcome to our new guests and, of course, to all partners of PLC. Within the next about 45 to 50 minutes, I'm going to tell you a lot of things about the PLC Group AG, which is situated in Switzerland in the so-called Crypto Valley. At the end, I will explain the business plan, the marketing plan of PLC. So there's something I'd like to say beforehand, so don't worry if you don't understand everything right away, especially if you are new on topics like the blockchain technology and digital currencies. So don't worry. So this webinar gives you just the first idea of what PLC really is and why it is so unique and special, and how you can earn money as a PLC partner. First of all, I would like to take us all back into time a bit. Let's think about the beginning of the internet, how all started. We couldn't even imagine that the invention of the internet could change the world and even change all our lives that tremendously. And I really think that the invention of the blockchain technology and with it the cryptocurrencies can also change the influence the world again. And that is what we are talking about today. PLC is one part of it. So in the late 90s and early 2000s, it has been I would call it a kind of wild, wild west feeling. The newborn internet produced many millionaires and even billionaires. Just think about the founders of Google, Facebook, Napster, Amazon, and so on. And there is something they have all in common. These people realized the tremendous potential of the internet, and they took their chance and they just went their way. All right, so have you heard of the Bitcoin so far? You have probably already heard of the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin was the first digital currency that appeared in 2009, and that was also the birth of the blockchain technology. So back then, the worth of one Bitcoin was only a few cents. And some crazy, maybe wise, but I would say definitely lucky people bought some hundred of coins in 2009. And as you can see now here, one Bitcoin costs about $2,500 at the moment. The Bitcoin was intended in this time to be a coin for everyone. It was intended to be suitable for the mass without being dependent on banks. So between 2009 and today, other digital currencies appeared, but there are mainly 6 problems they all have in common. And because of these 6 problems, these coins can't really be used by each and everyone. So if you follow my presentation now, you will see that PLATINCOIN is really different. It's not just another coin. It's really special, and it's a whole PLATINCOIN crypto system. All right, so you can see 6 things here on the transparency, and these are the 6 critical problems of crypto industry today. First of all, you can see it here on the left-hand side, there are no really modern technologies at the moment. And there are no coin sales outlets, or just a few shops, a few restaurants who take the coins. And there is no community, so you can't get really in contact with each other. There are no assets, no real assets in the background to support the coin. And there is no real independence of banks. And finally, the last point, last but not least, that is very important, there often is no legality. So PLC has found a solution for each of these no's. All right. Here we can see on the top left-hand side, the disruptive technologies. So that means there are very, very new and innovative technologies. It's a huge community, or there will be a huge community. We will have real assets, and there will be a global sales market. There will be as well an independence of banks. And finally, they're really operating in a legal field, and that's very important. So we come into detail a little bit later then. Let's start with the disruptive, with the innovative technologies. All right. I would say PLC has got really amazing new technologies. So here we are reading about products that are invented, that are realized and made by PLC. And even the patents are already submitted. So they're working with a hybrid blockchain. You can see that here. It's proof of work. So it's a mix out of proof of work and proof of stake. So that protects against these so-called attack 41%. Secondly, there is the PLC secure wallet. So that is a wallet that ensures absolutely security today. The next point is there is a super thin wallet. The super thin wallet that stores the most important and the most precious thing you have. It stores your private key. So you could say the person who has got the private key has got the money. And it isn't on the server of a company, so it's at your house. And that, like it is, so when you're dealing with bitcoins, it's on a server of a company, so that's very different here. And there is the PLC secure box. That is something I'm going to tell you a little bit more detail later. And that guarantees a very fast and absolute decentralized peer-to-peer exchange between two people. Right, the next point here on the transparency is the offline wallet. And that function is something I've never seen before. You can do transactions even if you are not online. If you're online again, the transaction will be done automatically. So you can see there are already groundbreaking and very innovative technologies for us. Here you can see the PLC secure box. It is, I would say, a little bit bigger than a smartphone. So what does it do? It does the mining and minting, and it provides an easy access to your coins. And you could say it works like a bookkeeper. It provides very high security standards and also stores the private key. There's a point, I would say it's quite interesting because it is environmentally friendly. If you know other types of minings and mintings, so that is really environmentally friendly because of its low energy usage. It just needs energy of a smartphone. So the secure box works very fast. Transactions can be done within 1 or 2 minutes. If you're familiar with Bitcoin, for example, transactions between two people can take hours or sometimes even days. So the usability in daily life is really important for dealing with a coin. And therefore, stability is really important. So it's an important issue. The PLC secure box guarantees a stable and very fast and a decentralized PLC network. And decentralization is a very important point here. Okay, so you can see on the next transparency something about plus 10% per year. So that leads me to the next transparency to explain what it means. Okay, so here you can see the network of PLC partners. Some people have got secure boxes and some people don't. So you don't need a secure box. All these people are connected to each other because of the social platform of PLC. The PLC secure box does the bookkeeping. You could say it does the bookkeeping of transactions between two people, the peer-to-peer thing. So there is no admin or there's no company in control. It's really decentralized. The more PLC secure boxes are there, the faster the transactions are. You could maybe imagine that. So this little box works 24 hours, 365 days a year. And now I'm coming to this point with the plus 10%. So what does it mean? So you will get 10% of your own coins as a reward of your bookkeeping in a decentralized system. So it's a reward because you have it. Just imagine you had, well, just say 10,000 coins, you would get 1,000 coins extra after 1 year as a reward. How you can get a secure box? Well, I will tell you a little bit later than when we are talking about the marketing plan. Now you clearly see that having a huge community is absolutely necessary if you want to have a digital currency that works for everyone and everywhere. Okay, so I told you something about a social platform. The PLC group has different parts, and one of them is the social PLC network. That is why the founders of PLC created that platform, the social PLC network. So there you can see 5 items, and I'd like to mention some of them to you now. So you can be connected to 100,000 people, the so-called friends, maybe you know that from Facebook. And the business people, so if you're a business person, you can have business accounts and you can do advertising there very effectively. And you can have ad points. You get ad points. You need to have ad points, and you can use these ad points for placing advertisements. So I'm coming to that a little bit later when we are talking about the marketing plan. You will get rewards, so you will get coins, platinum coins for postings, likes and comments and things like that. So just think about Facebook. How often do you like or comment a post? So here in this platform, you will even get paid for that. And finally, the founders created a system to avoid spam. I think that's a great idea. So who likes to be spammed? All right. I have mentioned so far a little bit earlier the real assets. So let's talk a little bit about the real assets. The PLATINCOIN Group AG is a very complex and diverse company. So the issue of real assets is, for example, provides the PLC business. So the PLC business is the crowdfunding platform. So the crowdfunding platform, which helps so there is a crowdfunding platform which helps projects to become highly profitable. So, and some of these projects can even become a part of PLC Group investment portfolio. A very interesting point is that users, that PLC partners can participate in that selection of these projects by using voices. So these so-called voices, they are included in the business packages. So the exchange rate of the PLATINCOIN is only based on is not only based on speculations and supply and demand. So it's also backed by all the profits of all parts of the company. And that's really important. That means real assets. There are real assets. So it's not only a matter of speculation and supply and demand. All right. We have been talking about usability already. If a coin can not be used for buying products or services, it is really a contradiction in itself if you're not able to use it. So let's come to the next transparency. Here you can see the PLC marketplace here. So a sales market is absolutely necessary if you would like to create a digital currency. PLC will have one in a few months. So there will be a PLC market, an online store within the PLATINCOIN crypto system. It will not have a limited number of sellers, of course, And products and services can be sold and bought, of course, with platin coins. So it will be a global sales market where you can really use your platin coins. And now we come to a point that is really amazing. We will talk about the payment institution. The circle of money is closed, and the independence of banks will be realized. So we come to that on my transparency. So you will see here the PLC payment institution. On the left-hand side, you can see the PLC payment institution. On the right side, there is, for example, the PLC market. First of all, the PLC payment institution is no bank, and that is really important. It's no bank, it's a payment institution. So there will be various ways of fiat currency in and output. So you can have dollars or euros, so you have input and output. There will be co-branding cards as well, so top up of fiat and coins. There will be even an IBAN account for the clients. As the PLC market, so the PLC payment institution will come in a few months. So PLC will inform us about their timeline then. Okay, so we have been talking about legality. That is a really a topic that is very important. And PLC has been successfully checked by different law firms so far. So the products and services PLC sells are legal. So first of all, what do they sell? They sell educational material of professionals, for example, video lessons or relevant topics like blockchain technology, network marketing, and things like that. So PLC, and that's very important here to say, PLC doesn't sell coins, doesn't sell platin coins. They are an add-on, they are an extra, a gift within the business packages, and that is important for being legal. And PLC sells hardware as well, so it's not only the educational materials, so they sell hardware, like I already said, for example, the PLC Secure Box. So the PLC Academy and the PLC technologies, they are really the keys to solving the legality issues. To summarize now all the 6 critical problems again of crypto industry today, we have been talking about, we come to the next transparency here. So you've seen that before. So now you know what I was talking about. So PLC has got or will have soon innovative technologies, a huge community, already around about 50,000 people. And we will have real assets, a global sales market, and a real independence of banks. But last but not least, legality, and that's important for us. Okay, where is the money from after all? Right, there are 6 parts of income of PLC. First of all, the sale of business packages. So they include me points, add points, voices, likes, and platin coins. So they get revenues out of the social platform, for example, of the advertising, the premium accounts, and things like that. They get revenues out of the crowdfunding platform and revenues or fees out of the marketplace. So you know that maybe if you want to sell something at Amazon or eBay, and transaction fees of the PLC payment institution, and they will have real assets, and 45% about of the revenues are invested again into gold and other things. So that is really a stable thing. So there are many external incomes. PLC is not dependent on the linked MLM system. And that really strengthens the PLC group again. So that is a strengthening of the PLC group. Okay. Let's come to the next transparency. Here you can see the PLC index. That is a diagram of the PLC index. Everything we have been talked about so far has got an influence on the PLC index. One platinum coin will cost about 10 cents in euros, 10 cents on the first day when they start. If and how fast the PLC index will grow or go up depends on many different things. So first of all, it just follows the economical rules, supply and demand. There will be a limitation of supply, of course. There are only around about 100 million coins circulating. I think many people will keep them, and we just have 20% maybe circulating. So this shortage, and that's again, that follows economical rules. A shortage will lead to the growth of value. So the real assets of PLC will lead to the rise of value as well. And the usability in any way will lead to a rise of value. And there is a point that will definitely lead to a rise of value. So that will be the entry to the exchanges, to the stock market. That will definitely lead to a rise of value. So you can see two different lines here in the diagram. The upper, the lighter line is the PLC index. The yellow line will be the PLC internal selling rate. So what does that mean, the PLC selling rate? It means if the PLC index is at a price of €1, the PLC Group AG will start to offer you, or to start to offer us, to take our coins back into circulation. But be careful, you won't get the full price like on the exchanges. You will get the internal selling rate. So why does the PLC Group AG does that? Why? Well, on one hand, it is a protection against attacks of big investors who want to influence the market and to manipulate the PLC index. On the other hand, the coins will be backed up, so the coins go back into circulation. The price at the exchanges will never fall deeper than the PLC internal selling rate. So that is that backup I was talking about. I have never seen a company like that. I think that was a brilliant idea. Okay, so I think we're going to speak now about the boosters, the turbo button of PLC. So there are 5 boosters of PLC, the 5 turbo buttons. So they will really catapult PLC. First of all, entry of the exchanges of the company and its parts. So that will be by the end of the year, maybe September. And the own payment institution we have been talking about, which is really unique, will be a booster. And the entry of the exchanges of the companies which are financed by PLC. So we are talking about the crowdfunding platform now. So that will be a booster. And the own payment systems like the PLC wallet and the super thin wallet. So that is something that will definitely boost PLC. And last but not least, the worldwide crypto ATMs. I wasn't talking about this so far. I haven't mentioned it yet. So there will be worldwide crypto ATMs. So the PLATINCOIN cash machines, they will come. And that will be a great booster as well. All right. To summarize so far, what I was trying to tell you now is the PLC business model. So that is really a good illustration of the complex and very unique PLATINCOIN Group AG. So the base here is the academy, the market, the business, and the social platform. So that is the basement. The columns is the payment institution, and the roof. On the roof you can see the investment portfolio and the crypto system, PLATINCOIN, the PLC index. I think that is a really good illustration of the PLATINCOIN Group AG. Okay. Now the PLC marketing plan, some call it business plan or compensation plan. So that is now we are coming to the second part of the webinar. Up to this we have got a lot of information about the company itself and about their platforms and innovative technologies. Now we will come to the second part and the webinar, and we are going to talk about how you as a partner, as an active partner, can participate and earn money. Let's start with the purchase of business packages. So as you can see, there are 5 different business packages. All the packages you can see are netto prices. So it starts with the €5 with the beginner package. Here you can see now that you don't buy the coins. They are included in the business packages as a gift. It's a gift. So you get the PLC software. You will get academy points. So that has something to do with the academy, the amount of lessons you get, the amount of videos you can watch. We have the included PLATINCOINs as an extra, and we have got voices. So what's that? If you want to participate or in the crowdfunding platform, you need voices. If you want to say, I like this company or I like that project, you can give voices like a vote. And there are the advertising points, the ad points. That's for the social platform. So if you want to have advertising, free advertising then. So there will be some different ways of how to buy a package. So you can buy them, for example, with Payeer, that's a payment institution, and ADV Cash, because at the moment the PLC payment institution is not there. There will be a few other ones, but we will see later. So you can see here the difference of the business packages. So the difference is the amount of academy points. The difference is the amount, the number of PLCs, the PLATINCOINs, the amount, the number of voices and ad points. So the system works like that. You always have to have, or you have to start to buy the beginner first. After that, you are able to purchase the next higher business package, the trainee. Then the student, the specialist, and finally the professional that costs €1,000 netto. So don't forget, you always need to add the VAT, the VAT, sales tax of your country. Each package can be purchased 11 times, but you don't need to buy 11 €5 beginner packages to get the €50 trainee, so it's enough to have one. PLC gives you a 40 days cooling off period, but if you return your package back to the PLC group, you are not able to buy another one within the next 6 months. The amount of the included PLATINCOINs, and that is really important, always depend on the internal selling rate on the platform. So that means if the price of one PLATINCOIN is 10 cents in the beginning, you will get 50 coins, PLATINCOINs, as a gift within the €5 beginner package. But if the price will go up, if it's at 20 cents, you will only get 25 PLATINCOINs for the beginner package. So that's important to say, I think. So the number of the PLATINCOINs is determined on the internal selling on the platform. Right, I told you I will tell you something about the secure box and how you can get it. So first of all, of course, you can buy it. It costs around about €500. If you want to get it for free, I'm going to tell you now. So you get it for free if you are among the first 1,000 people who achieve the 1,000 package. And you will get one if your total purchase is €5,000. So if you're among the first 1,000 people who get the €1,000 or get to the €1,000 package, you will get the first one, and the second one you would get if your purchase is 5,000 euros. You can have two. If you don't need it, just take one. But if you have two boxes, you won't get 20% then. So it will be split into two wallets, and you will get on each wallet 10%. Okay, so that was the business. We were talking about the business packages here. I'm going to go now to the star bonus. So that is on the next transparency. The star bonus. All right, so we will quickly go to the star bonus then. Here. Now we have been talking about how you can buy business packages. I assume if you are interested how you can earn money, how you get commissions, you are really looking forward to my next two issues, the star bonus and the rank bonus. Firstly, I start with the star bonus. That's the table you can see here. Now we are talking about active partners, partners who bought at least a beginner package, and partners who think that PLC is a business to talk about. So if you tell someone about PLC and that person wants to become a PLC partner as well, he or she registers with your referral link. So you will get commissions, you will get money for that as a reward of your recommendation. All right, so let's come to the star bonus table now in detail. It looks a bit complicated, but it really isn't. So this commission plan is a uni-level plan, first of all, a uni-level. And you could say the more partners you have, the more bonuses you get. On the top here on the headline, you can see the stars. So on the left-hand side, there's the transparent star. Then it's a half transparent. Then the first real yellow star, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. And the first line here tells you or shows you the personal purchases of business packages. So you must be so first of all, they must be paid out of your cash account. That's important to say, or you just take the fiat money. So it's not possible to buy to buy business. Yeah, it's possible to buy business packages out of the trading account, but it's not good for the star bonus. So it must be paid out of your cash account or your fiat money. Right in the headline, you see your personal purchases of business packages. That starts with the €5 business package, and it goes up to €250. In the first line, then the next line, that tells you how many active partners you need. So you see at the €5, there is no active partner needed, and in the second and the €50 business pack, or not in the business pack, in your purchase, you may have bought 10 €5. You need to have 3 active partners. Then the next line shows you the purchases of your first liners, of your direct partners. So that shows you how many business packs they needed to have bought. So just say you want to get to this 2-star level. So you want to be a 2-star level. You need to have 5 direct partners, and they must be active. The purchase of your first liners must be €1,000 altogether, and there's no time limit. So it can be in one week, 2 months, 3 years. So a total turnover of your whole team, but it's without your first liners, must be €5,000. And if you fulfill all these 5 criteria, you will get commissions down to your 4th line. You will see that here. In your first line, you get 10%, in the second 4%, 5%, and in the 4th even 6%. and all the columns work the same. So you always have 5 criterias, and then that you can see how many levels you are paid for. Well, all the other startups are just the same as I said. So if you're not too bad in mathematics, your aim should really be to become a 5-star top leader, to get 11 level commissions. So that can be really a lot of money. Now, I have got a very, very important information for you now. The PLC group says everyone who joins before the start, who is a member, who is a partner, or becomes a partner, and registration is free, who joins before the start of the PLC pre-launch will not have to fulfill the 4 criteria, the 4 qualifications of the star bonus to get 11 levels of commissions. That is really great. So if you will be, so it will be deactivated for about 4 to 5 weeks for those who register, and that's for free, before the start. That's important. So if you still think about it, if you would like to join or not, better register for free now. And the person who invited you, I'm sure the person who invited you to this webinar will surely help you to guide you and support you. After that period of time when the fulfillment of the conditions are activated again, you will be taken to the rank you have already achieved and fulfilled. All right, so that was the star bonus. On the next transparency, you see the bonus system, the whole system. So let's quickly go through the bonus system. The bonuses and career achievements are saved, and once you have reached it, you never fall. You have got 2 different types of locations where your money, your commissions go to. That's important. So there is a 70-30 rule. 70% of the commissions go to your cash account. So you can do withdrawals of your funds, you can do it to external wallets, whatever you want. With the cash account, you can buy new business packages, and that's important for the star bonus, as I said already. But it is not possible to transfer money from one to another account, between 2 partners, for example. It's not possible. And your trading account, that's the 30%, it's only intended to buy new packages. So the trading account is the one which really or can ensure a passive and a quite stable income for you, because everyone needs to return or to buy again out of these 30% new business packages. So if you have got a downline, that will be a stable and a quite good income, and a really passive income if you have got an active partners. All right. Let's come to the fast start bonus, or quick start bonus, some people say. The fast start bonus is another highlight, I would say. It's interesting for those who want to have a quick start with a big team. For those of us who want to get an extra bonus of up to 1,000 euros within 30 days. So how do you get the fast start bonus? It's really easy to explain, I would say. After the first purchase of a business package, the time starts. So if you have got 30 days to achieve the turnover of more than 5,000 euro by your direct partners, your first line, your bonus will be 10% of your turnover, but maximum 1,000 euros. So 1,000 euro would mean your turnover was 10,000 euros by your first liners. So that is the fast start bonus. Get it? Try to get it. All right, a rank bonus. A rank bonus is a very fair system, I think. So that should be really the second that you could achieve, or you could the second task for you. So the second task can be to achieve high ranks within the rank bonus. So you get rewards, you get extra money for that. All bonuses are one-time bonuses, and you only get it once. If you achieve the rank, you will get an icon and a certificate. So if you reached a rank, you can't lose it again. So you're there, then you go just up the stairs. There are always two conditions that need to be fulfilled to achieve a rank, the next higher rank. So one of the criteria is the turnover of your whole team, and that is not limited in time. So if it needs a week, if it needs a month, a year, 2 years, doesn't matter. So it's the turnover of your whole team. And then the rank of your partners of your first line. So the rank of your direct partners is important for yourself. Right, let's start with the jade. We all will start as a jade. So team over must be at 1,000 euro, then you become a jade. And you need to have 2 active partners. So they at least have to buy a business pack of 5 euros. The next step here in the rank bonus is the pearl. So if you want to become a pearl, you need to have a team turnover of 5,000 euros, and one of your direct partners needs to be a jade. So you will get your first 100 euros extra bonus. So as you can see, the turnovers, they increase, and the time is not a matter. It doesn't matter how long it takes, so it must increase. And your direct partners need to achieve higher ranks as well. So that means that teamwork and helping and supporting one another will be necessary for you to become successful. So teamwork is really necessary. And the first really task or aim you should achieve is diamond. Becoming a diamond. Your first task is really to become a diamond, and the second task should be help your partners to become diamonds too. Why? You will see it on the next transparency. All right, you can see that first of all, if one of your direct partner becomes a diamond, he or she will get an extra of 2,000 euros. So that was back there in the last 2,000 euros. So that's a nice extra for your partner. I think he will be happy. And remember the 70-30 rule. So 70% of it go into the cash account, 30% into the trading account. So it's good for you as well. So why is it desirable to be a diamond, and why it is desirable to if your team partners are diamonds as well? So you see here the only difference on the second transparency is the number of diamonds. So of course there is an increase of the team turnover. So you see it here in the middle. But you can see there are only diamonds. So the amount of diamonds, the number of diamonds differ here. So the highest rank you can achieve is the platinum diamond. If you fulfill the conditions, you will get 1 million euros as a reward. So that means 700,000 euros to go into your cash account. Is it impossible to become a platinum diamond? No, I don't think so. If you are excited and determined and focused, and if you are convinced that the PLC group is an amazing company, if you are a supportive team player and really are ready to work hard for your aims, it is the right time now to begin a new chapter of life. It's really not impossible to become a platinum diamond. All right. Here, this transparency finally summarizes the parts of the network marketing of the PLC Group AG. So we were talking about the star bonus, 11 levels. Don't forget about the deactivated qualifications if you register before the start of the pre-launch, if you want. And we have been talking about the rank bonus. We have been talking about the fast start bonus for successful networkers and fast networkers. And there on the right side, you can see the star car, the star holiday, and the star club. So I can't really tell you a lot of things about it, but the star car, star holiday, and star club had something to do with your star bonus level, and the company will tell us something about it later. But that will be another great extra for your hard work. All right, finally, you can see the details here of the PLC Group AG, where it is registered, situated, and located. And you can find the PLATINCOIN page here. Be careful, the registration is only possible at the moment by using a referral link. So whoever invited you to this webinar, if you want to become a partner, if you want to start a new chapter of your life, a new business, talk to the person who invited you, and I'm sure he or she will help and support you. Okay, so our English webinars will always take place on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 p.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 10 a.m. in the morning, German time morning. And there is one thing I want to tell you on this Thursday. So on Thursday, maybe the CEO, Alexander Reinhardt, will be with us for a short interview. All right. Come back and invite interested people to one of the webinars or give them the recordings. And let's end this webinar with the motto of PLC. The time is now. Have a wonderful day out there wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.